back YouTube, this is DEADENDER here, and today's video, this is episode 8 of Fallout New Vegas. I apologize for the last episode with its absolute tin can audio. I don't know why it sounded like that, so I'm going to quickly explain what we did. Me and Boone discovered Vault 3, explored it, found some captives, and released them. Then we explored around the vault, killed a bunch of fiends. It's not really that important. I got my skill to level 100 to open one of the heavy locked doors. It was horribly not worth it, so we won't really even mention how much. But to be fair, what was in there was four 9mm pistols. That is garbage, and that was about all that's in there. Next up is we continued on and did the NCR encryption, where we went to all 4 of the bases to re-encrypt the NCR's radio's coding. Then we got fake reports made by a NCR chief. We went around to the 4 camps. All the reports came back false. We went back. She told us that all the information goes through this guy. We went to go talk to that guy. He was falsifying the reports to take people away from the dam because he saw the dam as a lost cause. I convinced him that wasn't, and now we are more or less back to the point that we are now. Alrighty, and I'm immediately going to go right back. In today's video, I have a lot planned. So first off, I'm going to have it down in the description if you want to go check that out, but here is my plan for today's video. Is to, and I have a list here, just so I wouldn't forget, is to get an implant, bug Mr. House's tower for the followers of the apocalypse, give Mr. House the platinum chip, go to Vault 22, find out where the person is, go to Dr. Richards to help his last patient, because I actually got my medicine skill up to the point I needed to as well. And then anything else that comes along, and I'll deal with it as we do. Oh, we're at the implant place.
You're
so
back.
Over here.
Do you need medical?
Nope, I think do I need an implant. So basically what all these are is, these are the special stat implants. So let's say I get a grid strength
I can implant
right?
the hypertrophy accelerator for 4,000 caps.
This will basically take my strength from 5, where it is right now, and will boost it to 6. But, so the one I plan to go for, because I did a little bit of testing off screen, with my endurance at 1, I can only get 1 of these implants. So the 2 I'm looking at is the subdermal implant and the regenerating ability. So I'll let her talk on what both these are.
That would be the Nemean subdermal armor. It's a bit pricey, 8,000 caps, but the implant causes your skin cells to be bolstered with iron. It won't make you bulletproof, but it will make you a little harder to injure.
And so the one I'm going for is this one right here.
That's the Phoenix monocyte breeder. The implant speeds up cell regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards and sea creatures. The implant is very expensive, however.
Bug the Lucky 38 network.
I take it you've come to deliver the platinum chip?
I got some questions to ask first.
I'll be happy to satisfy your every curiosity.
Give the platinum chip to Mr. House.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so
1250, really, buddy?
capacious. So very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
What does the chip do exactly?
Some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I.
Doubtful, because I don't think I'm going to side with you. I would rather side with the NCR.
Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would.
Ah, yes, and guns.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The type to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the strip.
Boy, why? Wait, no way. You can't. Why you show your hand like that? Now your enemies know what you're up to.
I'm surprised you can still underestimate me after everything you've seen. I haven't shown my hand. I've shown one card. I've given my enemies a single provocative datum upon which to fixate. They have no idea what other cards I'm holding. It's a strong hand, believe me. I dealt it to myself.
Quite true.
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers. If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all.
Crank that medicine skill up. Nice. Frick, why did I think I had enough to actually get that done? I don't know why I thought I actually had the ability to do that. Block 4, 10mm. Ooh, 10mm. Yeah, 6 points into good.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr.
Yes, sir.
It looks like we've started getting reports from the tower's network. I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this. Oh, what the hell? The bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like this was all for nothing. But you did your best. I appreciate the help.
Accepted!
Oh, hi. Thanks again for helping us with that data. I mean, the feed only lasted about 30 seconds, and it's not that useful, but, well, we tried.
What wasn't the data? Well, why wasn't the data useful?
We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense at first, but we decoded it. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here.
That is quite true. I mean, like, it was connected for 30 seconds, and it literally, if you're saying, let's say the holodeck, get the fucking hair on my come in. It does make sense, because let's say the holodisk is 100 gigabytes, and it filled up 4 in 30 seconds. That means it's doing 100 gigabytes worth of data every 10-15 seconds. Which is insane, by the way. Is there any way to get Miss House data?
After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping the other followers with. Oh yeah. I didn't tell you about the first time. I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. Hey, I risked a lot to help you with that data feed. To be fair, I really did. Also, what would happen if there was no other option here? Would I just be stuck with this menu? I don't know.
True. Alright. The first try was a little less professional. Someone important on the strip had access to some of House's technology. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know, he shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so cold-blooded.
Wait. Did Benny say why he had the Securitron? Or did he have... Dude, you didn't tell me. You didn't think to tell us? Did Benny say why he had the Securitron?
He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing. But he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the tops. Big surprise, right? Should have seen that coming.
What did he have you do?
The Securitron was disabled somehow. Might have been an EMP given some of the damage I saw. Anyway, he wanted it re-enabled and connected to Mr. House's data network. The trick was getting it to be invisible on the network. If Mr. House detects a rogue Securitron in his system, he remotely fries it. Getting around that security feature was a bit tricky. Yeah, strange as it sounds, I figured that bad-mouthing one of the Strip's most powerful people wasn't a good idea. The only reason why I'm telling you any of this is because he's gone now.
I was talking about something else. Followers right around here. To my A again about place. There's no way to give Mr. House.
I already told.
Oh yeah.
Specific, but this.
So no, that's just one big circle. Okay then.
Thanks again for helping with Mr.
Yeah,
House's
never mind.
data network.
Alright, so on to the other one. Vault 22.
Come see me at the old Mormon.
As a companion, because I actually like doing something. Giving Boone an anti-material rifle, he more or less murders anything before I even get to see it. So if you would enjoy me basically laying back and doing close to nothing for the rest of the game, wait, restore terminal. Warning, system cavity, Vault 21, entry. I've established a temporary camp inside the entrance of the vault. Power inside is minimal, but still running. I've managed to hack into one of their security terminals. The logs show that several people have been entered about over the past few months, but none have left. It's getting late, so I must resume the expedition in the morning. Kylie out. She's alive! Where is she? The growth in the interior matches the exterior to a T. It's a little surprising given the sight of light in the entrance room, but even more surprising is that they seem to origins farther below. Maybe the fool him was onto something after all. Since my poor boy is on the fritz, I'll try to keep a running log of discoveries and whatever computers I can find the day before leaving. Information on why I am reading that, is because this vault is apparently supposed to be more of a story-focused vault. So I'm going to be reading way more story this episode. Ooh! The salvage is not even working. You could probably pop the panel and give it repair the elevator. Wow, I got it working! Hell yeah! That's skill right there. Let's pop these doors open though. Again, I know you guys took a look at it last week, but I swear the noise is bad. I even have other people that can back me up on this time too. Noise complaint, eh? Ooh, terminal. Wait a minute. What is it? Warning, security system has been compromised. Full explanation, entry 3. This level seems to have been devoted to the study of atmospheric effects on plants, with a composition on producing plants with a high oxygen yield. Given the problems these vaults we've known to have, it sounds like a reasonable zoo of research. It's strange, but some sections of the maintenance on dynamic have been modified for some unknown purpose. Restraints regarding oxygen content and system have been bypassed. I'm hearing a strange chattering sound for some time now. Finally discovered the source. Here there's some sort of giant green mantis. We've taken up residence in the vault. I almost ran smack into one the other day, but the creatures don't appear to react to my presence at all. Perhaps the others sent here ran a fool of these creatures, but I can't see how a few scattered insects could pose such a problem to experienced worms. I have a great old feeling there's something else in this vault besides just these I'm guessing that's the Mantis. Alright then. Activate terminal. Check inventory. Retrieving inventory information. Sporky. What the fuck is that? Fucking skin the crap. Oh my god. Scared me, man. What the f? Oh my god. Man, what the fuck? Oh my god, that actually scared the living crap out of me. Let's start our expedition. It scared me, man. Security requests. Went to the caves at 1840 today and saw it return. Investigate access for scientific personnel to conduct our research. Medical emergency. We need a medical team up here now. Dr. just returned with one of the security experts who was horribly wounded. When I asked them what it was, he was just peeled, he was peeled and shook his head. In the meantime, I was ordered that the door to the caves be sealed until a further investigation can take place. Help. As I went down there, security is trying to hold off. To hold off? Well, I don't know what they're trying to hold off. Please send security up at once. We're Dr. Roger walking over his sick weapon Dar in the quarters down in the common area and officially in charge of the level. Requesting security action parts. No. Fuck. I hate this part of the game, man. Die. By the way, I got that bird. God, that's so cool. I also burn you. Also, apparently the 10mm submachine gun is way more powerful than I give credit for. I can't shut this door. Alright. Shows memory status report 9928. Buzzing. Spicing gear with Coulter G9188 with the existing core samples from the hybrid that responds better to the artificial lights we have. Last time, Dr. Pierce has missed his third straight day due to illness. His work ethic hasn't exactly been stellar to his point, so I'm regarding confirmation from the clinic that he is in fact sick. On an alert, the guy's down. What? On a alert, the guy is down on Bechdel sent out a sample of a substance on their specimens ground to attract insects. It just shows that the substance has a mob alerting effect on similar mammals. If they were volunteers, we don't bring human testing soon. Quite a number of the staff have been beginning to show symptoms of some sort of viral infection. I begin to order them to stay in bed and recover. Like this right there. Probably will be no scientists. Oh, we'll be able enough to do research. Status report 93112. Another reports today, the mood is unusually sober in the wake of Aaron's Dr. Peter's passing. There's a strange rumor going through that man downstairs was caused by all this. Dr. Pierce corpse suddenly animated and attacking people. I don't know who started such a vicious reboot, but it's an especially bad taste. Well, from what I just saw, fuck, I'm dying. I knew it. Stairs, let's go. I see you. Give me the dynamite. Die. No, there's no way. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It looks like pure nightmare food. Oh, I hate it. It looks like fucking nightmare fuel. What? It looks like nightmare fuel, man. Looks like nightmare fuel, and I hate it. Alright. Entry 8. I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. It looks like this is where most of the people were when they died. The medical reports I found suggest that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the glow lamps into UV to test the air for contaminants. Notice I found a range of highlights particles in the air. I believe killed everyone above. Well, primary tests show that they seem to be sources when I set up on several flaws now, and because it appears to increase these in water. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may have a danger to the people of the NCR. Probably a really good idea. Oh God. I hate it, man. Okay, specimen 1. Specimen 1. BEN98. I just related of the most commonly known of Venus flytraps, as it seems to be performing well. A plant already threat to the creatures up to 5 times their size due to the high nature of their closing mouths. They're swallowed whole. They are often incapacitated by their internal bite, the plain lack of the mobility, the upset to the ability to lure prey and debris with their head they eat from their bodies. Specimen 2. Mantis. While specimen brought us the common mantis keys, the rest of the terms of the prediction. The insects are various and their camouflage allows them to attack prey by surprise. Also, they are managed by hunting those pests that avoid or escape from other measures, likely just beginning cannibalizing one another when other food is scarce, making their numbers self-repairing. Very scarce. Let's see. Fungus has been voted to colonize the bodies of the most common pests. Once it is fully colonized, the host body, the host technically dies, but the body continues to move on by the means of a fungus colony within it. In its manner, the fungus moves amongst more of its prey. Spores of this are not affecting all its draws include the time it takes to kill by 10 to 20 days. Is always effectiveness than deal with other pests. Why is there a door? They're so dead. What the fuck is that? Alright. Ready? 1, 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey! Bye, get away from me! What do? Really faster! Yeah, you hate it. They are abominations. Thank you, Pip-Boy. We agree on something. We agree on something. They are abominations. Oh my god, this things are fucking horrifying. This things are horrifying. Hell yeah. It's not even that useful, but he's just so fucking cool.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, you're alive. Hi, how you doing?
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Yes, well, asked me to come find you. I sent to fetch some data. No one said anything about a rescue. Talk later. Yeah, someone asked me to come find you.
Ah, she's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Of course, I'm glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Oh, here you are.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, I can help.
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
Sounds interesting, though.
Good. Return to me when it...
Find the vendors moving gas too. Thank God it's marked on my map. This down the research. Down the research. Tell me what the research data. Nah. I found the gas, guys. I mean, yeah. It immediately. Oh yeah, we feel the fact that it literally. Let's try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but. Oh, not at all. Holy smokes, not at all. But I died last time. I think, no joke, I think I died because I was too close and the flames went through the wall. Hey.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
What needs to be done?
I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
As good riddance, these files have caused enough trouble.
Indeed. This should only take a minute. Just a few more moments, and... That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about...
Actually, a comment on file. Right, there comes the file center.
Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash.
Fine, do it.
Glad you're thinking clearly. I was afraid to blink there for a second. There, all done. That wasn't so bad, was it? I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well. Don't mind me. I have to wrap things up here, gather my gear, that sort of thing. I'll be leaving soon enough.
Yeah, well, you're completely welcome. This quest took way flipping longer than I thought it would. I think I'm on nearly 50, 60 minutes on this quest right now. This quest was good. You know what I like about every quest in this game, though? It does have basically, like, what I would call the right way. Kind of the wrong way. Like, yeah, you could go back and give him... Like, you could go back and give him the data. But you really shouldn't. I mean, in your scenario, would you give him the data? Using full well, oh, he's gonna use it. I mean, he's gonna use it. And if he uses this data, there's no chance that this won't happen again. A good point, then. I guess the game feel like you're just like...
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But, wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
Oh.
Of course.
15,000. Okay, so here's an XP glitch, fun fact. So if you do this, what do you think of this guy? You do this, you get some experience. What do you think of this guy? Do this, you get some experience. Here I mentioned the followers of the apocalypse.
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR. Give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Thank you for rose bread.
It's foul to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
Her data's gone destroyed.
Destroyed? Really? I find that hard to believe. More likely, you failed to locate the proper server.
Color with the data. Ada, it's gone.
Keeley, again. Do you understand what that rotting old bitch has done? Thousands of people, mass starvation. We had a chance to avoid that. And I had a chance to prove that scientists could be more than a bunch of useless idealists. But Keeley doesn't give a goddamn about that, does she? You're an accomplice in this. Keeley is one old woman. You could have easily stopped her. You're either incompetent or you're on her side. Now get out of this office. Get out. What are you doing in my office? You're not welcome here. Get out.
Oh, good.
Oh, there we go. Yes, I knew I was close to level. Alright. Max. Did I even sync my skill? Oh yeah, I synced them into that. I'm gonna sync them into science. I'm gonna sync them into medicine just so I can get closer to being completely done with medicine. Ah yes. What do I want here? Trading, reputation, swift learner, cannibal, conception, eradication, consider living anomaly, terrifying, abilities, zero now, outrage, fast metabolism, campus pierce, tag, spray, prey. So no new perks yet, which is a wee bit odd. I think some of these is just because I just don't meet the requirements. Oh yeah, I need to look at these and actually see which ones I actually want to get. Probably until now. I'm actually gonna get intense training. Increase endurance. Increase endurance. Reason for increasing my endurance. And I'm gonna have this. Alrighty. Do I have enough room? Yes, the cheapest one's 4,000. I can. Get up. Alright, so which special skill do I want to increase? I do kind of want to increase. The accuracy. Timber's with red compass, fix melee effectiveness with melee and many heavy weapons. Let's do that. I'm gonna increase my strength.
You're back.
I like my implant because I actually have an instrument, so I like to increase my strength.
I can implant the hypertrophy accelerator for 4,000 caps. It will boost your adrenal glands and quickly increase. Have a seat in the auto dock.
Bango. So I don't think I can get another one.
You're back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I was just saying. Wait, that's it?
Because you're a friend of the followers.
I'll give you a bit of a discount. Hey, that's so nice. I don't have anything that actually terribly interests me right now, but hey, I appreciate it. So right, strength of 7. Nice.
Hello.
Alrighty, I am gonna end this episode here. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below to be notified when I upload a new video, and check out the playlist in the link down in the description below. Alright, peace.